I know it said it's like live shopping. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to try to fix these sub cups that I did yesterday. They came out pretty good, except for there's a couple of like sort of light spots that didn't cover. You can see on this one, there's like, you know, see right here where it's lighter? That's because that's where the seam was. And then this one here, this one has kind of a weird spot, you see here. And I think that might have been an air bubble, I'm not sure. So I'm going to just try to sub over that one spot and just fix it. So I'm going to cut some tape here. I didn't know how long this was going to take, so I didn't want to try to do it live on TikTok because I didn't think it would. I thought it'd be too long for a TikTok video. Track zipper, you can see me sort of. Not that there's much going on anyway, but alright, I have to cut this tape. I really got to get some more scissors. I've got like 3 pair out here and I can't find any of them. So that's not very helpful. So instead I'm going to just slice the hand open with this craft knife. I'd actually dropped this one time and it flipped and it went blade down right into the top of my shoe. And thankfully I had on these like thick Sketcher type tennis shoes, so it didn't slice my foot open because that would have been really crappy. Let's see here. Alright, so in theory, I don't know if this is going to work, but so this subbed yesterday and it came out with this sort of blankish spot. Now that's the seam where the paper came together. Now I don't want there to be a blankish spot here, so what I'm going to try, and I don't know if this will work, I'm just going to put a strip right over this spot and see if I can't cover it up. So I don't know if this is going to work or not. It could be a total failure, but even if it's a total failure, I would just glitter over it anyway, so it's really not that big of a deal. But I thought this was really cute. Some of y'all might know Ferris Bueller. I don't know. One of my probably favorite movies for like when you're homesick or something. Alright. First thing I have to do is clean this off with alcohol. I do actually have cups and things for sale. I just didn't really intend to do like an actual sale. It's, I don't know, asked me that when I went live, so. Anyway, there are cups still up for sale. A lot of things as far as custom goes are gonna be tough to fit in at this point just because shipping deadlines and stuff like that, but it's a possibility, so if you want to ask. Anyway, this is Ferris Bueller. Some of y'all know, some of you don't. Probably dates me a little bit, but what we're going to do is try to fix this weird spot here. And again, I don't know if this is going to work. It might not. So we're going to see. And I'm going to put this over the weird place here and do my best to kind of line this up the way that the paper was on here before, so that the, I don't know what you call it, the margins match or whatever. Okay. That looks like a straight line there. So I need to just pull this up really tight over the spot that I want to cover. And again, this is all in theory, so we're going to see if it works. If it does, then good. If not, then I'll just glitter over it and make something else. So I've taped, this is black sub ink under here, and I'm trying to fix like a blank spot from where the seam of the paper came together. So I just want to put this really tight over this one area, and then we're going to throw it in the oven and see if it covers it up. And hopefully it won't make any other like weird marks. I don't think it will, but it's only one way to find out. Because it's going right over top of what's black already, so I don't think it could make it more black. But I guess we'll find out. Sorry. I hope I don't get kicked off for listening to music. I can't work when it's quiet and, you know, I'm basically just talking to myself here, so. Alright. So I got the sub paper on, I got it taped down. Now I'm gonna tape over the whole thing, and I need it to be tight. So I'm going to, right now I'm just pushing the tape down on the paper part. And then I'm going to do the best I can to pull this tight down so that there's not a gap under there. I think the air gap is how I ended up with this little mark on this one. So I'm going to try to make sure that I get this really smooth down and really tight. And again, we're only going to try to cover the spot that got messed up. I did the rest of the cup yesterday. So I do have cups for sale and I do take orders. I just wanted to kind of show and tell, I guess. I just wanted to try something. And I know people like to watch how things are made. I love to watch how things are made. Especially weird things. There's a show on, I think, the History Channel. I'll show you how they make like pencils or paper clips or stuff. It's so weird. But some of those machines are crazy. I want to know who built the machines. I need to make a show on that. How you make, I think it's called How to Make This. I need to do one on how to make the machines that make the things. Because I think that would be super interesting. And they have to be like $100,000 machines, I'm sure. Alright, so I'm just doing the same thing on this side. I'm trying to, sorry, making everybody dizzy. I'm trying to make this as flat and as tight as I can. Because we're trying to cover up a weird seam that came through. And you know, most people don't try to fix these. I tried to look to see if there's a video to find out if it could even be done. And I couldn't find anything, so I really 100% don't know if this is going to work. But I thought, you know, might as well try to fix it, and then I'll know for the future. Either way, it doesn't matter. I can just glitter and epoxy over it, so it won't be a big deal. Hi, Angela. Want to see me work? Trying to save this Ferris Bueller cup that I made yesterday. It came out with like a weird, see, like that right there? Like that right there? Came out with like a weird white spot on these two, so I'm going to see if I can't fix it. And if it works, cool. If not, just turn it into something else. Not really that big a video. I just thought since I have these, I might as well try. Because I couldn't find any videos out there whether or not you could do it or not. So I'm just wanting to fix a white spot on this one area here. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap the cup with some butcher paper to see, just to kind of protect the part that's already done. I don't think anything's going to happen. I don't think anything's going to happen to it, but I don't know. That'll just make me feel better. So I'm going to wrap this around and get everything as tight as I can and try to fix this one spot. So, I don't know. I kind of think it'll work. I really do. But I've only done like 5 cups like this, so I don't really know anything. I don't know anything. I'm just guessing. We'll call it a semi-educated guess. But anyway, I think it would be much cooler to fix these than to just have to trash them. I know a lot of people make these. A lot of people make these cups that don't do glitter tumblers. So instead of just throwing them out, I think it'd be much better if you could turn it into something, right? I'm going to try to get this as tight as I can, and then I'm going to do the whole thing in masking tape. I don't want to do the plastic wrap. It's just kind of a pain, so I gotta find some scissors. I have at least 5 pair out here and I can't find any of them. They're probably under the 85 towels I also have out here. Alright, gotta hold my paper on, and I'm just going to wrap this up in just plain old masking tape. It's got to be really tight, because that's how it works. The paper's got to be really tight, and then the ink turns into gas and soaks into the cup, I guess. I don't know. All I know is I put it in the oven at like 350 degrees and then take it out and it's done. So I'm just pulling this really tight and wrapping it around. I've really got to find some scissors. How have y'all been doing, Angela? Hanging out? What are you doing for Christmas? Turns out we decided yesterday we're going to Florida, so. And taking all of the dogs with us. So that'll be fun since they all hate riding in the car. Anyway, I'm going to tape this whole thing up. Ooh, oh well. And what I have is like literally a toaster oven. It has to be convection oven. Convection? Yeah. And it's like 350 degrees for like 4 or 5 minutes. It depends on the oven you have, but you just kind of have to time it and figure it out. So I'm just pulling this tight and trying not to get any air bubbles. Anyway, it's just a few minutes and you just cook it in your oven. And the ink turns to gas and puts the picture on there like this. So it's pretty cool. I mean, I was kind of skeptical, but it really is pretty cool. Yeah, we're gonna go see Matt's parents in Florida, so I don't know. I love road trips, but see this? I love road trips, but our dogs do not like to ride in the car, like not even a little. Sorry. Clark has been going with Matt a couple times to like the trash dump, so he's gotten better, but that's like 2 miles from our house. And the other 2 are just terrified, and Atlas gets car sick, so I don't know. It's going to be fun, but my mother-in-law was going to fly up on a plane, and she's almost 80, and with the COVID and everything, just really didn't think that was a good idea. And of course, Matt can't do without his mom on Christmas, so we're going to Florida. But I'm hoping, at least since we're driving, we won't be coming into contact with that many people. She was going to be on a plane and all that, so I think it'll be okay. We're just going to try to limit our contact with people in general. But the times we live in, I guess, we'll just have to wear masks everywhere. Of course, we do that kind of here. Except in Bedford County, where we live, in Tennessee, they don't care much. We never had a mask thing in effect down there, like where you had to. Only at the stores, like Walmart required it. Whatever specific stores required it, we had to do that. But as far as like the county or the city doing anything, no. And honestly, even Walmart and stuff, people weren't really doing it. But it's super country out here, so there just really is not a lot. Not a lot of coming into contact with people in general, but there's definitely not, a large number of cases going on anyway. All right, so for y'all wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying to fix I got a little white spot similar to this. On the other cup, it's like a whole seam. So I'm trying to see if I can fix this white spot and not just have to, kind of do something else. I can cover this cup with glitter, turn it into something pretty, but it would be really cool if I could fix this instead. I have no idea if it'll work. I don't even know if it's possible. So that's what I'm doing right now. I make and sell glitter tumblers, and I've just started doing these. It's called Sublimation. And it's sort of just like kind of like the ones you would buy at Walmart, really. But, just not mass produced, I guess, and you can put your name on it. So, the one I just covered up is Ferris Bueller. I made it myself as a tester. It's probably like the maybe 6th or 7th one of these sublimation cups that I've done. So So there's a bit of a learning curve with anything. But I just wanted to do something in addition to glitter, especially because it's hard to do cups for guys. You know, there are some things I can do with paint, different things like that, but this you can do a lot more intricate design. I can pretty much print any picture, just a photograph. I can just print it on here. And there are cups that are sort of sparkly. I've got one in a box I can show you in a minute. So you can get them kind of glittery, and I can actually glitter over once this is printed. You can actually glitter over it. So anyway, I'm gonna try to smooth down these wrinkles as much as I can. It doesn't matter that much. This is the only part, this is the only part that we're trying to print right here. There was a seam here that came out white. So I'm really just trying to fix that. Other than that, I'm just trying to protect the cup from getting burnt or anything. I don't think it'll affect it at all, but okay. I'm gonna go turn the oven on and let it warm up. And this one's going to be a little more tricky because I have to line up these claws with this little sheet. So I don't know. We're gonna try it. And then also, I don't like the way that this. Sorry, I moved it on the on this template that I made for this motherhood cup. I moved the name to a different spot because this is the seam right here. You can sort of tell right there. This is the seam, and I don't like how this name came together. It sort of overlaps weird. So I'm going to take just a solid piece of black and see if I can cover it up. You know, you never know until you try. And if it doesn't work, I'll just glitter over it. But I thought before I glitter over it, we'll just give it a shot and see if it works. I'm going to pop over and turn the oven on real quick so it can warm up. My husband wouldn't let me put like a full-size oven in here because I wanted to do powder coating originally before I even started doing glitter resin tumblers, and he said that I could not put an oven in the garage. No way. Power. Gotta get some more outlets installed in here. I keep tripping the power breakers as soon as it gets cold, and I have to have heaters on. Alright, so I've got this little white spot right here that I don't like, and then I'm going to try to cover this up just because it doesn't quite match up. So we're going to give this a try. I have to try to match this up as closely as I can to what's already on here. Of course, it's already kind of weird anyway, so worst case, I glitter over it, just like anything else. So where are all you guys from? What are you doing? Got plans? Just hanging out? Glitter. Glitter on my tape. Glitter everywhere. So this is heat tape. It doesn't melt or get weird in the oven for some reason. I don't know what's special about it, but the masking tape will sort of melt, the adhesive kind of melts and stuff, but it doesn't get hot enough to set on fire, so that's why I can use that. Okay, so it looks like we're going sort of like this. Can you see what I'm doing? No. Okay, hang on. Okay, so this is the spot we're trying to fix right here, and so I'm going to try to match up these stripes with those stripes, and it's inside out. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and put the tape on and then sort of try to line it up. Sort of trying to line it up that way. Otherwise, I don't think I'll be able to hold it in place and get the tape on it. And again, all of this is an experiment just to see if I can fix cups that get sort of a boo-boo. I can always cover them up with glitter and stuff like that, which is fine. I looked to see if you could do this, if you could kind of re-sublimate to fix something, and I couldn't find anything. I couldn't find anything on YouTube. I couldn't find anything in any of my craft groups, so I just thought, you know, I'll just try it. So let's see. We're going this way. I'm gonna have to concentrate. see if I can line this up. It would be much easier if you can see through it. It would be so much easier because you can just kind of move it around until you get it all lined up. But it's sort of a guessing game here. And really, honestly, the claw part doesn't bother me. It's the black. It's the black part being white-ish that I don't like. So that's the part I'm trying to fix, not necessarily the claw part. All right, let's see. It looks pretty matched up to me. It looks pretty matched up to me. So I'm just going to push this down. And you know, you want it to stay as tight as possible because it's a combination of heat and pressure that makes the ink transfer. Now I kind of sort of covered up my part of my boy mom already, which is fine because I want to cover that up too. But I'm gonna cut this tape because I don't want the tape there. So I'm gonna peel this back a little bit and cut it off. And then add another little piece of paper, try to cover up the rest of those words. The words just didn't match up perfectly, so I moved it on the design to a different spot. I don't know what I was thinking, putting it on the seam. That wasn't gonna work. The odds of lining that up perfectly are pretty much 0. So anyway, I moved it around to the front. So now you know you can put. This one did say boy mom on it, but you know, you could put girl mom or you could put an actual name on there. I've seen people put like mom of both or grandma, you know, different things. So I think I've seen this design done on glitter tumblers a bunch. I never did it because the way that they do those cups is just, it's just a ridiculous number of steps, personally. I think, you know, for what you would pay for a tumbler, I would definitely charge extra because, I mean, it's so many long, time-consuming steps to make one of those the way that they're typically made, one of these. I would have to charge extra. It's just, it's too much time. All right. So I'm going to kind of trim this out and try to fit it because I don't want to cover up this. I just want to cover up the words. So I'm kind of slipping this under and trying to sort of figure out where I need to cut it to make it fit. I have to find my scissors. All right, I remembered where they were. Okay. Let's see, about there. So I'm just going to cut like about here. Super scientific. Alright, so we're trying to cover up this name. I didn't like how it came out. Put that there. And now I'm just trying to figure out how to cover it up without covering up parts I do want to keep. So that looks pretty good. Now I'm just going to cut there. You know, a lot of crafting, whether you're making cups or painting or whatever you're doing, a lot of it's just trial and error. You know, some things you can learn from videos because people have already done the trial and error for you. But sometimes, like, I couldn't find any videos on this. I don't know if you can fix these cups or not. This is just alcohol. I don't know if you can fix them or not, so I just thought, well, I've got a little bit of time. We'll try it and see. So now I'm going to, I already forgot. Okay, this way. So now I'm going to make sure that that word, the whole thing is covered. Oh, there we go. without covering anything else. So I'm going to tape that on. And I think my oven's getting warmed up, so eventually, here in a minute, we'll put this first one in and see what happens. I may have just wasted all my time on this one, I don't know. But if it works, then we'll be ready for number 2. After this, I have 2 cat cups to make. Caterpillar, like the, I guess, I don't know if it's construction equipment or tractors or what. I'm not really sure. But anyway, I've got a couple of those to make for Christmas orders, which are quickly coming to a close. You know, it takes a couple of, at least 10 days to really make a cup. Some people can do it faster, but I have a 9 to 5, well, not really 9 to 5, but I have a day job too, so I can't work on them 24/7 like some people do. So for me, it takes about 10 days to get a cup finished, without rushing through it, you know. I really hope this works. Not that I want to, you know, mess anything up and have to fix it, but if I do, it's good to know that you can fix something and not just have to start over. It feels wasteful to start over, even if you're, you know, even if I cover it with glitter and make something pretty, you would never know. Still feels kind of wasteful. These cups for sublimation are more expensive than the normal blank cups that I buy. It's got a special, there's a special coating on it, so they're a little more expensive, and so it really does feel kind of wasteful, even if you do end up using it for something. And I think there are a lot of people that make these kind of sublimation cups that don't do glitter. Sorry, there's really not a way for you to see me in the cup. There are a lot of people that make these cups, these sublimation cups, that don't do glitter and epoxy. So in that case, I think they're just throwing them away, I guess. Or maybe they just have a giant stack that they drink out of. I don't know what they do with them, but so this is like practically all the way taped, so I'm just going to put heat tape here. And then we'll do the masking, the paper. We're going to do the paper and then the masking tape. And I think my oven's just about heated up, so as soon as I get this piece of tape on, I'm going to go stick this first one in the oven, and we'll see what happens. It'll either fix it or it won't. Alright. I got that spot all taped up. So this is the first one that we're just trying to fix this spot right here. There was like a white seam. So I'm going to stick this in the oven. Alexa, set timer for 4 minutes. Okay, that one's in. So 4 minutes and we'll see what happens. Hopefully it works. I think you can save these Facebook Live videos. I'm not really sure, but if I can, I will if it works. And put it up on YouTube, because I tried to look to see if this could be done, and I couldn't find any videos, so kind of why I'm recording. Well, kind of why I'm live, just so other people can see. I see a lot of you know, other tutorial videos and things that people do. There's tons of them on YouTube about anything you can think of. I learned how to fix my microwave on YouTube. Anyway, it's very rare these days that you can't find a video on how to do something. So the fact that I didn't see it, I don't know, maybe that means it doesn't work. But maybe it means nobody's tried, I don't know. So, let's see. So I'm just putting this paper on to protect the part that was already done. Well, it's not cooperating. I'm just putting, this is just butcher paper, so it's really slick, but I'm just putting this on to kind of protect what's already there. Nothing will happen to it. This isn't like an epoxy cup. These are pretty durable. I mean, they will dent, but you don't have to worry about them cracking or anything like that. They could get scrapes and stuff and it'll be fine. But, you know, you are a little bit limited. You can't do all the fancy glitter and stuff like that, so. And there's not as many different types of cups either. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I do have some ready-to-sell cups up on my site that are ready to ship. There's time right now for a couple of more. I have probably room for a couple more customs. Okay, Angela. For a couple more custom orders, but the time is getting really close on those. So it takes a while. It takes a while to make them, and then it takes a while for them to cure. And everything has to be mailed out by, I think, the 15th to make by Christmas. So we're getting really close to just having to cut off orders. But as of right now, I could still add a couple. I've actually got a couple over there that I'm going to show here in a little bit. They're going to be Caterpillar cups, which it's a tractor company or farm equipment or something. Luckily, we don't have to know exactly what a lot of these things are. People will send pictures and say, I want this. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, believe it or not, I've never seen Harry Potter movies. It was a little bit after my age range for that kind of thing, and my husband and I tried to sit down and watch them at one point, and we just couldn't. I don't know. Anyway, so people ask for things for that, and I'm like, okay, just send me a picture. Just send me a picture of what you want. I think my timer's going to go off here in a minute. So I'm just wrapping the tape around because this needs to be tight. We're only fixing that one spot, so I probably don't have to cover the whole cup, but, oh, there's our timer. Alexa, stop. You have to have gloves to handle hot things. Alright, here's the truth. Oops. So this is extremely hot. I do 350 degrees for 4 minutes. Normally I do about 5, but we're just fixing this one spot. So I thought 4 would probably be enough. 4 is usually probably enough anyway, but let's open the present. This is really hot, and these are heat resistant, but I can still feel that it's really hot. So let's peel this off and see what happened. Hopefully it worked, and then I'll be like, I'll put it up on YouTube and people will watch it and I'll be YouTube famous. No, I'm kidding. I really wouldn't want to be YouTube famous. So, ow. A hot potato. Hot potato, hot potato. Break my own cup. Ooh, it's hot. I saw before I started trying to do these sublimation cups, I was just doing the epoxy ones. I watched this video of this one guy, and he didn't have any gloves at all. And I mean, you know, he poured it out at like 350 degrees. That's really hot. It's like, wow, you're crazy, dude. All right. So I've got a little sticky residue, but it didn't hurt. This was what it looked like before. There's a little sticky stuff on there, but that'll come off. So this is the spot that we're trying to fix. So let's just peel all this off and see. trying to decide what I'll make it. If it's ugly, I gotta turn it into something else anyway. So I'm trying to think about what I would do. What I want to try. So many different things that you can do with glitter and with inks and things. On these cups, you can get really artistic with it. This is mine. It's half done. Most people that make cups have a cup that's half done. Like I never put anything on it, but it still works. All right. What do you think? Think it worked or no? Well, yes and no. All right. So it covered the white, but there's sort of a faint line here. See? It's kind of a faint line there. I don't know if that will, it's probably because it's black over black, right? So I guess double black does make a difference. You can make a cup more black. Anyway, it did cover the white, but it also darkened the black. So I don't know, there's kind of a glare, but you see the line right here and right here. So I guess next time, if I wanted to do it, I just wouldn't have such a wide strip. I would just make it like a 1/4 of an inch and just do it that way. Maybe that would work. Anyway, this is mine anyway, so it actually looks like it's pretty cool. Just like a racing stripe. Okay, so now this one is probably going to end up with the black blotch on it too. But we'll keep going and see what happens. Don't need these anymore. Anyway, you can sub over sublimation, so that's good to know. So at least if I wanted to go over, like completely over that design and do something else, like solid black, seems like that would work. So if something light colored didn't work out, it seems like I could go over it with a darker design. Keep taping this up and I'll stick it in the oven. It's kind of, I don't know. You would think black is black and that's it, but apparently you can have different shades, because that did definitely make it darker. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't see what I'm doing at all. I'm just taping up around here to put pressure on the design and to help protect the cup that's already there from the heat. So I'm just putting this around and putting it around and just kind of pulling it so it's tighter. So let's go, that's that. And on this one, we're just trying to fix that one spot. On this one, we were doing the whole line. And it did cover up the white, but I don't know if you can see. Oh, it's so hard to tell. Well, there you can see. There's like a bit of a line there where it made it darker. So I would call that 50-50 win. I'm gonna go put this one in the oven. Alexa, set the timer for 3 minutes. I'm going to do 3 minutes instead of 4 minutes this time, and maybe it won't over color it too much, I guess. So anyway, now we know that it sort of works. The theory is there. Just need to practice. Practice execution. So we have 3 minutes for that one to go. Oh, I was going to show you what one of the glitter ones looks like. And this is one of the ones, one of the other ones that I've done. This one's not up on my site yet. I probably should get them all up, but this one's not on there yet. Debating if I'm going to put like Happy Holidays or just leave it for somebody to put a name on it. I feel like if it doesn't have something on it, people are less likely to buy it. But anyway, so I'm going to show you guys what the glitter, there's a sparkly version of these. So all of these cups start white, and then you print over. So so this is the glitter version. So this is the white, and you print anything you want over top. So I'm trying to think, I don't have anything sitting around here to show you, but so that's the sort of sparkly version. Oops. Now you can also, I could take this one. This one's done. Like, I could send this out right now like it is. It's finished. I mean, I would wash it first, but it's finished. But I could actually put glitter over this, like, you know, just like make it a little sparkly, not like full cover, but, and then epoxy over it too. So, you know, in theory, I could paint the red here and just put red glitter just on the red spots, right? Or something like that, and then epoxy over it. So there's a lot of different options. I think that this will help just kind of open up some more things that can be done. You can do a lot with vinyl and water slides and stuff like that. But sorry. But you know, if you can cut time off of things, I think then you can do more things. So this is another one of the glitter cups I have. This one is mostly done. I just need somebody to put a design on it or a name on it. Let me show you up close. Oh, Alexa, stop. All right, let's go get it. I'll let this cool off a second. I was going to show this up close. It's sort of hard to tell, but the little, let that cool down. There's little, these little pink things are hearts, and then there's little stars. I don't know why, this reminds me of that Wreck-It Ralph movie. You know, the little girl on Wreck-It Ralph. This color combo reminds me of that little girl for some reason. Okay, cooled off a little bit. So now we open our present and see what happens. I'm guessing it's probably going to make the black darker like it did on the other one. But you know, now that I've done this, and I know kind of what's going to happen, I can think about it and see if there's a way I can come up with that won't do that. Does that make sense? Like, maybe I just print tiny little strips and just put it, you know, as accurately as I can over what I want to fix, instead of trying to do that whole, instead of trying to cover the whole square up or whatever. But you know, a lot of crafting, a lot of life in general, it's just trial and error. So that's pretty much what we're doing here. I really need to go spray paint. So after I finish this, that's what I'll do. But I just thought, I'm sitting here, maybe somebody would be interested to see what I'm doing. Like I said, I couldn't find any YouTube videos or anything on fixing these sublimation cups. So I thought this would be a good way for people to see my shop, go to my site, and maybe learn something if you want. I don't know. Okay, this is still warm, but it has cooled off some. So I'm gonna hold it with this hand. But you know what I might do? I might just add some glitter in certain spots, like I was talking about. With this one, where you go in. Like I could take this one, and I could just go in with my paintbrush or whatever, and just glitter this part here red. Just put red glitter, and then leave the rest of it like it is. Cover over, and then you have little sparkle, but not total sparkle. So that's kind of my idea. So I'm probably going to try that with this one. So it did cover the boy mom that I didn't like, but it burnt this one little spot. And then this spot here, there's like a bump here. So I think the cup is just messed up. Anyway, that's all I got for now. I was just wanting to try this out and thought, you know, somebody might want to see what I was doing. So I'm going to clean up all this mess and go do some other cup things. Check out my site if you want. I've got some that are ready to sell. Several Christmas cups, and then other ones that are just finished and ready to go. So if you need some gifts for people, check it out and I can get them mailed out to you. I'm going to go spray paint. See you guys later.